Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Kazina. I'm one of your hosts here at Respawning Fire, and I am joined on this most festive occasion by Adam Gumbert, who's out of frame,
Hey,
just
it's
as I
me.
said that.
Oh, I'm here. I'm having, is it a beer? Is it a carbonated beverage? We'll never know. We're watching a bad movie.
And, of course, by the one and only Chadwick Michael Innes.
Fröhliche Weihnachten! Herzliche Glückwünsche zum deinen Geburtstag. Ich habe hier ein Sunkissed Orange Zero Sugar.
You really need to wash out your mouth with soap for saying that. What just a filthy, nasty thing to say.
I said Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday.
Wow, I didn't know that. Today, we are joined together to do something very special. As you know, throughout this year, we have been putting up special bonus episodes over on respawningfire.com. No, got that reversed. Patreon.com/respawningfire. If you go to respawningfire.com/Patreon, I don't think that will get you to Patreon, but who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe we're
I can make it that
ourselves.
in a second, but don't go there just in case. I'm not going to do that.
Patreon.com/respawningfire. We've been putting up exciting, fun, original content like Rafferty, which is a riff on Jeopardy. We've been putting up Locked and Loaded, which is our riff on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And for the month of December, I was like, you know what? As a one-off celebration to give a lovely gift to our fans, let's do ourselves a movie commentary. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about the decision process when we get into the episode itself. But basically, long story short, I was like, we need to do something outrageous, something weird, something bizarre, something festive that fits in with the season. And when I saw that there was a theatrically released elf bowling movie called Elf Bowling the Movie: The Great North Pole Elf Strike from 2006, I was like, guys, I think we got to do this. Even if we don't make movie commentaries an ongoing thing we do in the future, I think we got to give this one a shot. So the way this is going to work is going to be very simple. You are going to grab your DVD, your Blu-ray, your VHS, your immutable floating orb that plays Elf Bowling the Movie that just materialized in your house of no reason whatsoever. You're going to
put a link in the description of this? Is that kosher?
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. There may or may not allegedly be a video on YouTube that is a Blu-ray rip of the entire movie. Again, allegedly, unconfirmed. Who knows whether or not it's true? It's about as legitimate as Bigfoot. And perhaps we might link to this. Perhaps we might not. FDA, don't come after us. I don't actually know if the FDA is the people who would come after us. Basically, we're not criminals, but we will definitely think of something. And if we think of that something, you'll be able to find it in the description. You will start the movie. The first words that you will see on screen will be Film Brokers International Presents. At around the 5-second mark, those words will fade to black. You're going to pause the movie at that point. In a moment, I'm going to count down. 3, 2, 1, start. And when I say start, you at home and us here in the podcast are going to unpause our video, and we will be watching from that moment onward. Everything clear as mud? Everything good?
Yep, so good.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh, do you think Endstorm here is Nordstrom?
A Lance Thompson production.
Seems like a nice guy.
Are Lance chips real, or is that the brand of chips that
Dave Kim film
is in movies?
Pirate ship.
Yes, classic Christmas iconography.
This movie apparently was made in 2006, and this is Donkey Kong Country animated show quality. So it should have been made in 1996. I'll just put that out there.
Filthy toe.
Yeah, why is that flag so off-putting to me? Like,
not gonna lie, song's all right.
Yeah,
Pirate singing shanties is always good.
This is up there with Frozen. You know the opening of Frozen when they're like, "We're gonna carve the ice." Oh, we got $20 in my pocket.
I wonder how you get a job being an actor on a movie like this, because I would do it.
I mean, I'm sure that there are probably some actors that worked on this movie that like we know, or at least we know other work that they've done, because I'm sure that for them it's like, oh, it's another gig. I got to act in a theatrically released movie, you know?
I still don't believe this was in a theater.
The parrot's voiced by Dee Dee Pickles.
Is it?
Not the
So that,
woman who voices Dee Dee Pickles on Rugrats, but Dee Dee Pickles is the
A
character.
woman named Dee Dee
This is
Pickles.
the
that
parrot.
guy's a fake pirate, by the way. He had an eye patch on, but he didn't have a scar underneath the patch.
Just for
Oh, I miss
aesthetics.
Garl.
What are those
I miss
trophies in
that
the
whole
corner?
game.
Oh, for bowling. Okay.
Ah, it's a little
Mm.
cameo, a little tease
I
of
feel
what's
like
in
having
store for
loose
us.
bowling balls on a ship is a bad idea.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
What? So I might have missed a plot point, but he's lowering a basket of toys into the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah, they were taking toys out of crates. I think. Okay, did they rob like a Santa's sleigh ship?
And he feels bad about it?
Are we supposed to believe this is Santa? Is Filthy Toe Santa? Has
Filthy
anyone seen
toe.
Santa's toes before?
Oh man.
Look at this bowling corner. What is this little creep doing?
What's this fart knocker getting up to?
A pirate stealing?
Oh god, what is he gonna
What
do
is
with that
9-pin
bear?
different from
Normal bowling.
bowling? What is 9-pin and how does it differ from the bowling I did at my friend's birthday party in kindergarten?
Guys, I gotta be honest, I wouldn't trust any of these pirates with any of these toys. Like, I feel like you leave these pirates alone with these toys, and it's gonna be a like My Little Pony Bukkake situation within minutes.
Get the jars, everybody. Get the jars.
Okay, well we're getting to the bowling. I
I
mean, you can't
guess.
say that the movie is dishonest in terms of what it's offering.
The guy rolled a 276. Holy shit.
Oh, 9-pin. The pins are arranged in a diamond, and the
So
one in the
bowling.
middle is red. That's the 9th pin.
Oh, okay. So bowling?
No, it's a diamond, not a triangle.
Oh, a diamond, not triangle. I got you.
Yeah.
He said Gingle cooked the books. What kind of parrot?
Okay, which came first, the movie or the game? Like, who's the audience?
The games definitely came first because I want to say that the original Elf Bowling game was like an early 2000s, like late 90s internet thing.
So they made a Flash bowling game, and they said, you know what, we should release in theaters? A bad CG movie based off of a Flash game?
It is shocking, honestly.
It doesn't really make any sense. And again, this whole
Yeah, I
we're
don't. I
5
think you're
minutes in, it's just
underestimating how
pirates.
much money this movie cost to make in 2006.
That's right. It probably cost $17.
Like CGI, like this in 2006. This isn't your typical roly poly oly on Disney, Nick Jr. or whatever. This is
This is high class
early
stuff.
Pixar days. This is like
Oh, here we
Toy
go.
Soldier
The
Pixar
title,
The great-
Elf Bowling the movie.
Elf B,
So,
W-ling, the
for those
MV,
not
bullseyes
watching,
everywhere.
because most people shouldn't watch it, they pushed the pirates into the water. All of a sudden, we were in the Arctic, and the pirates froze. So maybe these bowling pirates are going to get to the North Pole and teach the elves how to bowl. Maybe.
This is a bit of a weird poll. Did either of you ever watch the cartoon Yvonne of the Yukon?
No.
No, maybe. Why does that sound
Okay.
familiar?
I
Give
feel like
me-
you've brought this up before somewhere else, but I can't imagine any other circumstance where it was applicable.
Yvonne of the Yukon is a Canadian animated television series.
Oh, absolutely not.
Basically, hold on. Let me scroll down. Premise. About a French explorer, Yvonne Ducharme, who embarks on a voyage to the North America on behalf of King Louis. He goes off his intended course and basically is knocked overboard and basically is cryogenically frozen in a block of ice for 300 years.
Okay, all right.
Anyways, when the pirates got, overboarded into the water, I was reminded of Yvonne of the Yukon.
Yvonne of the Yukon. Isn't that also what happens
Yvonne
to
of
Fry
the
in
Yukon.
Futurama?
It's also what happens to
Yeah,
Captain
kinda,
America, on Solo, Papa
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
He got frozen for sure.
And now Santa
Mhm, mhm.
Claus.
That's why Papa John is so racist, because he was actually in the 1800s and he got frozen. And then they
He's like,
thawed
"What's
him back
going
out to
on
make
here?"
pizza. He's like, what?
I also love how this elf you said, "Look at these dingle bobs," like very close to dingleberries, in a kids movie. But I like how he pulled back and had some restraint. Also, lightning bolt orb. That's cool.
It's magic. They're elves. Santa.
It's who the crap.
Who the cranberries?
Okay, so we're in the North Pole. It seems to me Santa is missing.
Oh shit. Santa Claus arriving at the North Pole
They've
is a
been waiting for
prophecy.
Whitebeard.
So Santa isn't real in this. He's actually a pirate who got frozen.
I feel like I recognize that elf's voice.
I'm sure he
now I have to go
scrubbed
down
it
the
from
indie rabbit
IMDb. He does not want any credit for this movie.
hole.
So I just had a revelation about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that to mask the fact that the CGI isn't very good, they intentionally kind of tried to stylize everyone so that they kind of have that clay animation look, like the old like Rankin Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer look,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm.
I mean, I guess kudos to them for thinking of that, but like it's just not enough.
Yeah, everyone looks like they're not supposed to be real people. They look like weird, like you said, claymation, like weird toy model people. It's very strange. Fire in the Poop Deck, very good joke.
Yes, good joke, but like kids' movies teaching everyone like, oh, it's fun to light your friend's butt on fire.
Let's
That's
think
not-
about it.
Oh no, is this movie a musical?
I hope to God it's a musical. I'm gonna bump the soundtrack like I did the frickin' Chuck E. Cheese soundtrack in 2020. Disco dancing dinosaur party.
We'll say all the elves having blue eyes. Got a little Aryan feel going on here.
That left one doesn't.
He's the only one.
Although Santa has like fucking sapphire blue eyes.
Yeah, look at these guys.
He said pointy ears, but their ears don't look very pointy.
No, they're very round. He knows he's enough.
Lex? That's not an elf name. Trixie is an elf name.
I hate how this guy has corduroys on. This pirate is wearing corduroy pants. Just a heads up.
Y'all. There are 6 people who do voices in this movie.
Wow.
One of them's real life human name on planet Earth is Rex Piano.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He
I'm sure-
voices Candle,
Mhm.
Stone Giant number 2, Imbecile number 1, Erwin the Penguin. Those are his voices.
Oh, we got a penguin coming up, everybody. Be excited.
Oh shit. Tom Kenny is the voice of Dingle Kringle.
Oh. So
and
SpongeBob.
Pirate number 1. All right, Tom, what have you done?
So funny. All these pirate puns and stuff coming after 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So like everyone knows what Davy Jones' Locker is. Let's put it in Elf Bowling. They're gonna get it.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, so the guy who voices what, Kringle Dingle? Is that what he said?
Mhm.
Dingle Kringle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He of course I've heard his voice. He's in Rick and Morty, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, he's
Who,
SpongeBob.
Tom Kenny? He is SpongeBob.
Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, Solar Opposites, Dick's the
Hey.
Musical.
He is the
Everything.
titular SpongeBob. He is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, he is SpongeBob? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Kenny.
Wait, didn't
Yeah,
he
yeah.
die?
No, the creator
No,
of SpongeBob died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Hillenberg died. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's in High on Life as Douglas voice.
Ooh.
The video game. See, tying it back to games. See, relevant. Christmas.
The Great Elven Law, only with fun.
Santa Claus, voiced by Joe Alasky, who is famous for doing a lot of Looney Tunes voices. Like he was the voice of like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck in the Looney Tunes Back in Action movie from 2003.
Now, the New York Times has a correction.
Okay.
It's not Santa Claus. It's Santa Maria Clausewitz Kringle.
Is that real?
Oh,
Yes, that's his voice. That's his character name in this.
Interesting.
And there is a Mrs. Griselda Claus, but there is no
Griselda.
Mr. Claus.
Can't wait to meet those characters. I'm sure they'll be just as good as these other ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
11 minutes in, and we just got to the North Pole toy making stuff.
There's
So this
someone who only voices one voice because
uh
apparently the other 5 couldn't do one more voice. So they had to pay this guy to be the elf union leader. His name is Jacob Asseline, spelled Asseline.
like gasoline, but ass.
Like asshole line or Asseline.
Oh, I didn't think about asshole. That's Tom Kenny right there. This weirdo.
Double boobin. Nice.
Like, question: who do you think this movie is for? You think it's for like 5-year-olds, or do you think
That's
it's
what I'm
for?
trying to say. Like, what? Who played this game and said, I need to see this movie?
Mm-hmm. And like the jokes are like not slapstick enough for dumb little kids, but not good enough for like anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, why does he keep calling him Santa?
Does he not know him as Whitebeard? I haven't been paying attention to this guy.
Yeah.
He
Last
kind of
little
he
bit
reminds me of the food
of
critic in Ratatouille.
last little bit of voice acting trivia. The one female member of the cast, Jill Talley, she plays like a bunch of different characters in this. But outside of this movie, she's known for playing Karen, who is Plankton's robotic wife from SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say all the racist white ladies during the pandemic.
No, not that one.
No, the good Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, the way their arms shake is really unsettling. You notice that?
You know what, though? Looks better than
What?
Dishonored does.
Oh my god, here we go.
All their hands are the right size.
No, that dude's hands literally aren't colored all the way. Like his wrists are green like his shirt. All hail Whitebeard.
I will
wonder.
say.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go.
I will say, I know that someone allegedly watching a Blu-ray rip of this movie off of YouTube, isn't one in a position to complain. I'm a little annoyed that there are no captions on this video.
Oh, is there not? I didn't even click on it.
Yeah. Again, allegedly there are no captions
Damn,
on this
allegedly,
video
that sucks.
allegedly I'm watching.
And it's not that hard to rip a captions file off of a Blu-ray. Allegedly.
Here's the thing. Here in Canada, we have to subscribe to all sorts of weird streaming services to get movies that like are so much easier for you Americans to get. Like if I want to watch like Star Trek Picard, I have to subscribe to like CBS Stars or something weird like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
I mean,
I don't know.
It's not as fun for us. I mean, we have to do Paramount Plus.
Anyways,
No one
I don't know.
wants
All that to say, like, I don't know what weird sorcery I would have had to do to watch this, like legally. So
You
again,
are
allegedly,
wink,
this is
wink
all
watching it
allegedly.
legally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to this movie. It's an interesting twist to have the pirates call him Santa, but the elves know him as Whitebeard.
It's interesting.
Didn't see that coming.
It's just I do think that this whole pirate subplot is very strange for a Christmas movie. Okay,
Wait,
I
hold
like
on.
the
There's
penguin.
a penguin here?
I like the penguin. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's imbecile number 1, I believe. Sorry, that's okay. This might be Erwin the penguin, which is imbecile number 1, or it might be Claudio the penguin, which is imbecile number 2.
It's just a penguin trying to sell stuff on the corner. I like that.
Magic
What's up,
Ball
Chad?
was
Look at his
my nickname in
hands.
high school.
Look at his wrists. They're colored green. Like they didn't get the paint all the way on the fucking toy or whatever.
You're right. And there are like pieces of his wrist that actually extend into the cuff of his shirt.
It's so weird.
I don't know about you guys, but this movie feels a lot like the story of God of War. You got this guy who has a dark past. The first time we see him, he's on a ship boat. Shipboat. I don't even know why I said it
Shipboat.
like that. First time you see him, he's on a shipboat. He has a brother.
And a
He's
beard.
being tempted to, and a beard. He's being tempted to do bad things, but he finds a northernly region far away from the life he knows, and he meets a bunch of, small elves and cool people and a
Dark elves, yeah, from
potential,
Alfheim.
you
Yep.
know, wife to
Svartalfheim.
be. And
Yeah,
he's like, you know what? I'm gonna, put down my old life, and I'm gonna become the father that, I was destined to be.
when he rips somebody in half, your theory will be complete. By the way, did you hear
I
the
just
the
played
lady?
Ragnarok Valhalla and I beat it yesterday, so we'll see if the ending of this is just like the ending of that. I
I hope
assume it
so.
is.
It might be. I could see that happening. Oh, he put the Santa hat on. Magic happens.
There you go.
Oh shit! There's a lot of green in that
And
outfit.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
say,
like
canonically, green is not a part of Santa's outfit.
Santa
Coca-Cola
does
made
not
sure
have
of
a green
that.
shirt. See, they changed that from the game, actually. It was blue in the game, and they made it green here, which is weird.
Purple and yellow. What?
He's Waluigi.
He
Oh
even
my god.
sounds like Waluigi.
Funnily enough, the alleged channel we might allegedly be watching this on or might exist out is Shadow Luigi's second channel.
It is. It's like Crazy Horse in Vegas. He partied too hard and he had to move a second location.
This guy has 6.4 thousand subscribers.
Yeah. People love these Blu-ray rips, allegedly.
Fucking armpit farts. My whole life, have been jealous of people who could do armpit farts.
You can't do it?
I can't do an armpit fart. I can do hand farts.
I can do armpit fit. I haven't done it in a
I
while, but
can't
as a
do it.
kid, all the time. All the time as a kid. It's all about suction,
I guess my armpits just aren't sucky enough.
Oh, this does have the hallmarks of a kid's movie. There was fart noises, there was somebody rapping badly. It's all
Yep.
here.
Got people lighting butts on fire with a crystal
Oh,
ball.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
hallmarks are here.
All we need is a surfing sequence, and you've got all the hallmarks of that movie.
We
We
did
had
have
a
a snowboard
snowboarding.
sequence.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, reindeer, Chad. You can talk about your Pokemon now.
Oh, everyone, look at this Stantler I just caught. Not only is it a Stantler, but it is a Stantler with the jingle bells around its neck, and it is nearly perfect. Look at that.
Mm.
Look at that Stantler. So proud.
Oh, another song. It is a musical. We've had 2 songs already.
Okay, first of all, this is more of a speak singing song. It's not actual a song.
Is there music?
There's been music throughout the entire movie so far.
That's
The whole
true.
movie is underscored by music.
But no, that guy's playing an organ while he's talking. It's definitely a musical.
Can you guys remind me, is a magic orb like an integral part of like Santa's lore?
Santa's not necessarily American, so I'm not going to say we're the professionals when it comes to Santa lore, but no.
I
it's
will
not at all.
say that magical orb, I think, is an alternate bowling ball you use in Elf Bowling on the browser. So maybe that's
Oh,
what
shit.
he's gonna bowl with it later.
Have you
Okay.
played this game, Adam?
I think I have played Elf Bowling before, yeah. I remember being in elementary school and playing stupid flash games on the computer instead of doing work, and I feel like there definitely had to be Elf Bowling.
By the way, going back to the God of War comparisons from earlier, I'd completely forgotten about this. That, you go back in time to like the history of Santa Claus, and like obviously a huge influence on Santa Claus's creation was the real life Saint Nicholas, who was a charitable saint that gave gifts to people. But the other big influence was Odin from Norse mythology, because Odin did the thing where he would like ride around on a bunch of reindeer and go in people's chimneys and do other magical stuff like that.
Other magical things that Odin do. He wasn't one of those creeps like Zeus, right? Or was he?
I mean, I'm not, despite having played 2 God of War games, I'm not exactly qualified maybe to speak on behalf of the men.
Yeah.
Odin, if you're listening right now, I don't think you're that great of a dude, but I also don't think you're as bad as Zeus.
He's badass in fucking Final Fantasy 16.
Odin?
Maybe that's game of the year this year. Who knows?
Or Zeus? Which one is in Final Fantasy, Chad?
Odin.
Oh, okay. There's also an Odin in Alan Wake too. Just point that out.
Man, this song is still going.
Oh,
Smacking
slapping your
ass.
butt 4
Yep.
times. Slapping ass.
So Pirate decided I'll be Santa. He has a green shirt on, and now he's taking the reindeer out. This is quick, but here we are.
Okay. Can we talk about Santa lore? There are 2 ways you can go with
Mhm.
Santa lore. One is he has a magical Santa sack that he brings along with him, a la
Yeah.
the Tim
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 Allen.
Allen Santa Claus, that just has bottomless, it's like Hermione's little bag. It has bottomless gifts in it, right?
Mhm.
Or you can go this route that they're choosing to go, in which case, like, there is a finite number of gifts in a very, very large bag on the back of his sleigh. Doesn't match up, though. Like, that's the worst route that you can go because there is no way you can fit more than, I don't know, probably 200 PS5s in there. Guarantee more than 200 kids asked for a PS5 this year.
Mhm. Well, they don't all get what they want now, do they?
My 4-year-old niece asked for a dishwasher. I bet you can only fit like
can't
20
put
of
a
those
dishwasher
in
in
that
there?
bag.
Oh, wait a minute.
They even have a working dishwasher at home. She legit just said, I want a
I just want
dishwasher.
one.
I will say, Chad, back in the day, I really wanted an easy bake oven, and I hated the fact that
Mhm.
that stuff used to be so gendered, where easy bake ovens were only like super pink and super girly, and it took them a
You had to
while
have the
to
creepy
create the
colors if you
the,
were a
the like
boy.
scary boy version of it. Like back in the day, I would have loved like my easy wash dishwasher. That would have been a great toy.
700
Yeah.
AD. What?
The Spanish Inquisition Weekly.
Brings zest to zealots.
Oh my god.
Sicko swindles
It goes
seniors.
swindle seniors.
What I
This
will
is like
say is, I do like how they deliver. We talked about how they deliver out of the sack, and he's
Mhm,
just flying
mhm.
around the planet, and they just fall off the back. He's not going through chimneys. It's
He's
just
only
dropping
also
them on the
going to
planet.
like Latin America.
what
That's
are
it.
these news stories?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god. This is like in the Minions movie where like they go to 1968 when there are all sorts of like really dour like political protests happening in the United States, and that's like the backdrop of the movie. Like why would you choose to go with that?
I don't know. We've caught up to real time. It started in 580, and now we're in real day with the National Enquirer making a headline.
Santa and Griselda wed. There we go. Mrs. Griselda Claus.
There she goes. Elf Bowling is a
Bowling
hit.
Illustrated. Bowling is a hit. Bruises can be so much fun, is what that magazine said.
So apparently he's been doing it for a while, and he's a good Santa. Everyone looks exactly
Yeah.
the same. Nobody has aged a day, but it has been literally 2,000
Are they
years.
eating bowling balls?
It's candy, but that's a bowling ball.
The bowling balls and the candy look exactly alike. That's
They do.
dangerous.
Same size and
It's like
everything.
those
Yeah.
Xbox controllers for Wonka.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love how they're all just getting strikes. So it's like there's
know,
no
right?
actual competition here.
Well, I guess when you've been doing it for
Did you just
thousands of
hear that
years.
that background bark? One of those
No.
elves said, "Let me be the pin."
Yeah.
Told you, Magic Ball was my nickname.
Yeah,
Lots
I
of people
guess.
wanted to be my pins.
I want to
Knock
give
'em down.
a quick shout out. Earlier today, completely unrelated to the Elf movie we're watching, there's this great YouTube channel called Watchtower Database that does a lot of videos on like the animated DC shows.
Mm.
And he did a really good video called "Is Santa Claus Real in the DC Animated Universe?" That was, to its point, investigating whether or not Santa Claus exists in the like Bruce Timm, like Batman the Animated Series, Justice League animated universe. Real good video. Go check it out.
Does he?
He determines that it is inconclusive.
Okay.
I'm getting the idea from this that Griselda is a beard. And that she's just there because Santa and what is his name? The guy on the couch.
Pirate number
Dingle,
one.
Oh, brother.
Dingle,
Kidding, she just
Dingle.
said
It's
brother.
Dingle.
I thought they were lovers.
No. They're not. They're not lovers. Come on now.
Kris Kringle and Mr. Dingle. Okay.
They got the most Northern European woman imaginable to play Mrs. Kringle. I am tired of this one sun smoot. I was like, what did you just say?
Well, what's funny is I'm pretty sure that's the person that voices Karen from SpongeBob. So I'm pretty sure it's just an accent. And
She's
not
doing very
actually-
good because I cannot
Yeah.
understand anything she's saying.
They communicate via bubbles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Also,
canon?
no. He's also talking about union stuff. This is a Christmas Kids movie where he talked about union demands. That's what the elf
Oh
just
yeah,
brought
this is
up.
asshole guy, right?
Yeah.
Jacob Asseline. He's
Yeah.
the elf union leader.
Adam, at the very beginning of this movie, you were like, this looks like the Donkey Kong animated series. That portrait behind Santa Claus legit looks like key art from the Donkey Kong Country games.
Yep. Yeah,
I love how this dude just sits in his underwear and eats popcorn and complains. I fucking love this pirate #1 or whatever his name is.
No, his name is Dingle Kringle.
Oh, that's Dingle Kringle.
That's Dingle Kringle, Santa's brother.
Okay. But wait, so his name would be Santa Kringle.
His name is
Santa
Santa
Maria
is like a
Clausewitz
title.
Kringle.
Santa Maria Clausewitz. Okay.
By the way, I just want to say that snow effect when they were outside earlier was really impressive.
Mm.
It's like Findran Adrift in Metroid Prime.
All right, I love, like, not ironically, the Mafia Penguins.
No, the Mafia Penguins are good. Oh, that's funny. He ate a banana with 2 on it.
Number 2 on it.
God, that's good.
Which is also a euphemism for poop.
It's true. If you eat bananas, you can't poop. Like this penguin literally has a chain.
Yeah. Wearing a little fedora.
Yeah.
His little eyelids are up.
I really do like these penguins. Oh, I don't
I
like
think
the way
that
that
beer in the
mouth
background
looks.
was Penguiser.
Oh.
Penguiser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can think the bad guys are my favorite characters in this awful movie so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go. We're getting to
Yeah, I don't think this movie's that bad so far.
real elf bowling guys.
All right.
Is
Yeah.
licking
there
a
it is,
ball a thing?
Penguiser.
No, that is not a real thing.
Does that happen in other shit? Like,
Does it?
Kingpin?
Is it a weirdo thing? They do want to be the
Happened
pins,
in
those fucking
the Dude.
sickos.
It was Penguiser. The kingfish of beer.
Okay. Oh, here comes this guy. Do you
He's an
think
asshole.
it's sexual, them wanting to be the pins?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
They were very excited about it.
They need to
Strike
say
me, daddy.
Strike me, daddy. I wonder if we're gonna. The Penguins chain says Luigi. I love it. So we have established this man is Santa. He likes to bowl. So what is actually happening in this movie? What is the plot? Do we know yet?
Is Dingle Kringle like playing the long con where he's trying to get Santa to like loot all of the elves' workshop shit so they can sell it or drop it in the ocean?
It's been 2,000 years. Pirates don't exist anymore, my guy.
A long con. There are Somalian pirates out there today.
Not with no wooden ships. The filthy tower or whatever. That ship's been gone for years.
I'm sorry that they took over Tom Hanks' ship now and they have good steel ships instead of wooden ones, but it hasn't been that long since Captain Phillips came out.
You're true. You know what? Santa's voice is the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's because it is also SpongeBob's voice. That's Tom
These
Kenny.
are all
That's
just...
the guy. Nope, I lied. That's not true. Joe Alasky.
They just... Was this like a Nickelodeon? It's not a Nickelodeon movie, but it's just the entire cast from SpongeBob.
This is where you know him from. This guy also plays Stinky the Ghost in the Casper movie from 1995 with Christina Ricci and
I do remember that movie.
And Devon Sawa.
That was one of those movies that I only watched in like Quebecois French at like a summer camp or some sort of event like that. And so I've never actually seen it in English.
You will never guess this. In what property does that same man voice the Wizard of Oz?
I don't know. What is it? The one with the movie with the Wheelers from the 1980s that was really scary?
No, he voices the Wizard of Oz in Tom and Jerry from 2016.
Oh,
okay. There you go.
And he's the green loon turn in Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham.
Oh.
Oh.
Look like a kind of pants. Wait, is this the story of how bowling went from 9-pin to 10-pin?
I feel like they wouldn't have said 2,000 years ago at the beginning of this movie, "I'm gonna go play some 9-pin," if 10-pin didn't also exist. Like, they don't have to clarify. It's just bowling.
But they just added the 2 penguins that came from the back.
Well, then that's 11-pin.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. He has Monkey D. Luffy powers?
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Why not? It seems like a weird thing to only reveal at this point in the movie.
I hope it was just for comedic or what? Interesting. So, does it matter? He made a big plan to cheat at bowling. Does it matter? Dingle sucks, cheated. Okay. Are they fighting for anything? Or are they just bowling just for fun?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Thana. I just
Okay.
he says the fate
The
of Christmas.
same man,
What happened?
he
Go
also
ahead.
voiced Daffy Duck in what is maybe the best named Looney Tunes property I've ever seen, Wile E. Coyote Ugly.
Oh, that is a good one.
Oh.
Came out in 2004.
I do like that. I was gonna stand
And he
it.
played Dr. Kirk Connors in Spider-Man 2, the video game.
Oh, the PS2 game?
Yep.
Mm. Okay. So he cheated. Wait a minute.
Oh,
So they
fuck.
go ahead, Jay.
I was talking about D.D. Pickles. He voices Grandpa Lou Pickles.
Wow.
There are like 20 voice actors apparently. They just all do the same cartoons over and over and over and over
Yep.
again.
Dingle cheated. God damn it.
What do you see about to punch his brother? Wait. So Dingle had a big plan to cheat to win the North Pole, and it's immediately undone. And now the movie still has an hour left. What are we doing here?
I mean, this movie isn't the longest movie of all time. It's like 80 minutes.
Yeah. Right, with credits, it's probably only like 40 minutes
This
left.
feels like it's the end of the movie.
This feels like
though.
the end of the movie, and
There are
it's
fireworks, and we're looking at the sky, and it's fading to snow.
maybe it's just the adventures of Dingle. I don't fucking know. More schemes from Dingle. Is this movie is just schemes from Dingle and the Penguins? I mean, that's fine, I guess.
I'm into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that on the map. One of the penguins is named Luigi, and then the other one is named One. Like we
That's his
Penguin
credit,
One
right?
and Penguin Luigi.
Yeah.
I will say, my favorite parts of the Toy Story movies are when they have like a diagram and they have to like map out like a really complicated plan.
It's on like an Etch-a-Sketch or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's like a kid's menu from a
Draw.
restaurant. Okay. Is this another song? It is.
Oh my god, it is. I love Mutiny.
Oh, man.
Tell me that this isn't the animation of the penguin from like Batman Arkham City or whatever.
Guys, I just realized something. They should hire Tom Kenny to do Waluigi in the Mario movie sequel.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I mean, he's kind of doing a Waluigi here.
Got that real like cranky, Weasley kind of voice going on. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
Wario and Waluigi don't show up in that movie sequel, I'll still watch it and I'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
I want them to be there, but
That'd be
I'm
fun.
not going to do anything about it.
Was there a post credits tease in that movie about what's coming next or no?
there was a Yoshi egg,
That's
which
right.
I got to be honest, I thought that was a bit of a weak tease because we already saw the Yoshis in the movie.
Yeah, but you didn't see the Yoshi. I hope
Yeah,
that
we
that
didn't see
egg cracks open
Yoshi.
and it's the dinosaur from that stupid fucking Mario movie.
Oh,
A
that's a
little
good
tiny baby
idea.
Velociraptor.
Yeah.
I hope it's Boshi.
Oh,
Boshi.
yeah, the blue
Yeah.
Yoshi.
The blue Yoshi with the sunglasses that's too cool to race anybody else on Yoshi Island.
Man, this musical number. By the way, talking about movie post-credit scenes, I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean 5 today.
Nice.
And all the Pirates movies have post-credit scene, but there is one in Pirates 5 and it doesn't make any sense because I'm like, they're probably not going to make more. And the tease doesn't even make sense in context of the movie, but there is a post-credit scene in that movie, which is weird. Do you want to know
Oh,
what it
what
is?
if, yeah, go ahead.
So, spoilers for Pirates of the Caribbean 5, the one with what's his name? Javier Bardem is the bad guy.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the movie, they get Poseidon's trident,
Tried it.
and when you break
Mhm.
it gets rid of all the curses in the sea. So, Javier Bardem stops being a ghost. The Flying Dutchman is no longer the flying. All the bad stuff in the world is gone, which makes it interesting for a sequel. It's like now there's no, I mean, there's magic, but there are no curses, so there are no weird, evil, bad things to fight, right? You would think. Post credit scene: Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley are hanging out in bed because he's allowed to come off the ship now because he's no longer cursed to be the captain of the Flying Dutchman, and he has a dream that Davy Jones walks towards him, and he wakes up, and it's just a dream. But on the ground there are barnacles. So it's like, first of all the curses are gone according to the rules of the movie. So why would Davy Jones be here?
Yeah.
And second of
And
all,
also, why would Johnny Depp be there as well?
well, Johnny Depp wasn't there.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Are we talking about Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
But that's
Orlando
He
his
wasn't in the
franchise.
Bloom.
post-credit scene.
Orlando Bloom
Oh,
comes
okay.
back at the very end of that
Oh.
movie.
I was making a joke about him not being a
He might
very
still
nice
be there.
individual IRL, but anyways.
He is in that movie though. But it's just a weird thing. It makes as much sense as this movie we're watching, but I'm just saying.
I don't know about you guys. He really lingered on gunpowder.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't want anyone to be confused what it was. Is that powdered bubble gum? Is that gum powder? No, it's gun for shooting.
He just fired the elf. Oh, what does the Union guy have to say about this? Okay, so somebody put gunpowder in the machine and Santa got mad and fired an elf. I wonder if there's like an IMDb or Wikipedia breakdown of the plot of this movie because I'm trying to keep up and it's difficult to say the least.
Yeah, the problem is that there's a Wikipedia entry for Elf Bowling the franchise, but there's
Mhm.
not like an entry for the movie itself. They're like, we're not going to dignify this with its own article.
What does it say about the franchise as a whole? Does it just say these were stupid browser games that kid played in the late 90s and that's it, or is there more
I mean,
to it?
yeah, pretty much.
Cincinnati is a punchline. I love that for a joke.
Yeah, it's a callback to the, what was it? Babes in Toyland, the Keanu Reeves version.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
God.
Santa Claus just made an oar appear out of thin air just
Did he?
by moving his hands up. Yeah,
I
that
didn't
oar
notice.
came out of nowhere. He just went whoop, and an oar appeared so that
Yeah.
he could paddle the ice like a little paddle board. If you can make an oar appear, fucking make a boat appear. So you're not standing on an ice thing. If you can't make a helicopter appear. It's 2020, whatever year it is in here.
Take your flying reindeer.
I mean,
Oh,
again,
she's got a
going
fucking
back to
toaster
the
strudel. This
going
movie's
back
0 out
to
of
the
10
go-
because she's got a toaster strudel when she should have a Pop-Tart.
going back to the God of War comparisons, it's sort of like how Kratos can instantiate the Leviathan axe at like a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
a lot
Santa
like
can do
that.
that, but just for one oar.
Just for an
Exactly.
ore. But the Leviathan axe doesn't appear out of thin air. It travels back to him. And the further
Hold
away
on.
it is, the longer it takes to come back to you.
I'm really bothered by the fact that when he tried to unstick the strudel from his face, it was like gooey. Like
Yeah,
it like stuck to his hand.
that's some hot
That is
filling in
not
there.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
What is this?
What is this under fucking water?
Bioshock?
What is this?
Keep out. Off limits except for Santa and Lex.
Yo,
Okay, funny.
real talk. There have been credible rumors for a while that the next Bioshock game will take place in like Antarctica or something. What if the next Bioshock game is about like Santa Claus in the North Pole?
Don't tease me. I want Bioshock. I just want more Bioshock all the time. I don't care if Santa's in it.
Because
If
like I'm
Santa's
trying to
not in
think,
it,
like how do you
now I'm gonna be
create
pissed.
a villain more grand than Andrew Ryan than by literally creating a villain out of one of the greatest characters of all time, Santa Claus.
But I want it to be
Well-
the Santa Claus. He used to be a pirate. Now he's Santa Claus.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, who smacked you? Shit out of Santa.
I love that after thousands of years, he still uses the pirate speak.
Yeah, it never went away.
An
Dude's dead.
elf-made man.
And then a pipe
Nice.
exploded behind his head. He is dead. He's dead too. Killing a lot of elves in this scene. Look at their little runs. I love it.
This is my favorite.
Oh,
no,
shit.
Can
that is
you
replaced
clip
with
out
Luke
that
Skywalker.
no?
No, the Luke
That-
Skywalker.
We should
no.
definitely do that.
Clip out that no because it's great.
I was gonna say he got hit. He got hit by the ice plasmid.
And it got him again, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's better than the Darth Vader no. That's better than
Yeah.
every no in cinematic history.
Hold on.
Ah, very good.
Ah, nice. Skull and crossbones. With
Oh, there's the orb, though,
pins.
which apparently is very important to the plot.
All elves stink.
Especially Lex, though. That's a good burn. So since it's a note, they just had to believe Santa did it.
Yeah. You know, their place looks exactly like it did 2,000 years ago. So I'm assuming they don't know what technology is
That's
of any
true.
kind.
I mean, Lex has been wearing the same shirt for 2,000 years.
I'm calling it
Okay.
now. The real twist of this movie is that Dingle Kringle is going to be, by the end of the movie, who we now know as canonical Santa.
Oh, he becomes the real Santa.
I can tell because he matches the Coca-Cola description of Santa. He has a white shirt on, not a green one.
That's true. I like his shirt choice much better. So I guess we finally hit the name of the movie, The Great North Pole Elf Strike. Dingle, oh, that's another song. Dingle upset the elves and made them think Santa hated them, so they're going on strike. So the movie is mentioned a strike, and we've seen bowling. I think we've done all we can. And is every
Oh
musical
my
number
god!
only Tom Kenny? Do they only let this man do
Where
songs?
the bikinis are so tweeny.
Yeah, he's talking about. Hey, first of all, he's talking about butts. Your butt's never cold. Let's go to Fiji, where the bikinis are so teeny weeny. What a creep.
Those guys must be sweltering wearing clothes like that in Fiji.
Right. The dress code for women, man,
Woof.
this is good.
2006. This is how, when we ask, why are kids all, where did they hear all this shit? Why do they think this of women? Why do they feel it? This is why.
Yeah, this is why.
Could you imagine though, at this point, being in the movie theater as a parent, being like, "Holy shit, what did I spend my $11 on?"
God, I remember when my mom took us to go see the first Pokemon movie in
Oh,
theaters,
she hated it,
and
right?
it was on a Wednesday. She took us out of school to go see it.
Okay.
And we went there, and there's like an opening short every 2 seconds. "What's that Pokemon's name?" "Mom, it's Slowpoke." It literally said its name 3 times. "What's that That's Meryl, Mom. It said its name." And then probably about 10 minutes in, she was asleep.
It didn't take long.
The great catch 22 is like, if my child was like, I really want to go and see the Pokemon movie, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm all for it. But they actually don't make Pokemon movies anymore.
No, it'll be something stupid. They'll want to
Yeah.
see
They do
Minions
make them,
4.
but they're just like released only on Netflix or the Pokemon TV app or anything.
Well, no, the animated series is still going on, but we've not actually had like a theatrically released Pokemon movie since 2020. Even like the animated movies have like not been keeping up.
So all the elves are going to Fiji.
Yeah. Do you guys have any connection to Fiji?
It is one of my favorite apples, and it is a water that I enjoy.
I couldn't even tell you where Fiji is. I mean, I know it's
Yeah, I don't know.
tropical, and that's about
Somewhere
it.
near the Bahamas, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe it's in the Pacific.
Where is Fiji? Assuming it's the same one from the Elf movie I'm watching right now. Elf is just a Christmas remake of The Jerk, according to Reddit. Okay.
Okay.
The Jerk is a very good movie. Making spaghetti from the movie Elf on Facebook.
Look at this penguin in a bikini.
Wow.
That bikini's so teeny weeny. But she still has the boots with the fur,
Yeah, anatomically incorrect boobs.
I said boots, but yeah, boobs too. Oh, Fiji is actually off the coast of Australia, right above New Zealand.
I said Pacific
Yeah, that
Island.
makes sense.
That is not where I thought it was.
Who is this normal human being on this plane? She is pretty
Well,
upset.
it has to be the only other person that the woman voices, which is Veronica. Boobies. Jesus Christ.
Right?
Wait, is this the Santa, Mrs. Santa?
No, this is a different woman.
No, this is
She was on the
same
plane.
voice actress.
Yeah.
But this
Well,
is Veronica.
I guess we can confirm this movie fails the Bechdel test.
Yeah.
We got jiggle physics, guys.
Right? And I love how they're independent of one another.
I love how this is a kids movie. He just said.
Oh, he said it. He said Dingleberry.
He said Dingleberry. He just did it.
Oh shit, she had the BioShock helmet.
He said, "I just had a checkup." Okay, he's got all the sicknesses.
Yeah, this is his saying, "I'm clean. Look at my STD checkup
Yeah.
from the doctor I just had." Sorry, STI.
Where did Dingle get all the STIs? If he's been on the island with the elves for 1,000 years,
Why do you think he hates Lex so much?
he gave me Stinkfoot or whatever he had.
Wait, it's the strudel. We all
It's a
saw
strudel.
earlier how the strudel was really like disgusting and clingy on his face. It
Mhm.
must be the strudel.
The strudel gave
I
him all the
imagine if you get
diseases.
strudel on your genitals, it's probably going to cause some kind of fungus or infection.
Yeah. Again, I love how he introduced this character 50 minutes in the movie. Some lady who wants to be president of Christmas. She's very horny, though.
Yeah, she is. It's off camera, but you can tell her hand's on his wiener.
Oh, yeah. It's right there. But all he wants to do is kiss her.
Why does she have a nuclear blast shield? And why is it the size of a notebook? How is that going to keep you from...
You just cover your
So-
face. That's all that matters.
Watching this movie has gotten me thinking, like, what were some of the other movies that people were enjoying or hating on in 2006? And I actually
yeah.
have a list
What came
in
out?
front of me of some of the worst movies of 2006. You want me to do a quick speed run?
F bowling number
Mhm.
1.
All right. I don't think Elf Bowling is on this list, actually. But at the top of this list, Blood Rain, another video game movie.
I have
This is
seen that
the
movie.
Uwe Boll movie.
Mhm.
Basic Instinct 2.
Okay.
Lady in the Water, which is the M. Night
Shyamalan
Shyamalan movie, kind of at his low point.
when he fell off.
Uh,
Yeah.
Little Man, can't forget about that.
Is that?
Oh.
That's a Wayne's brother movie, right? Where
Yeah.
one of them is like a little person and pretends to be a baby so they can rob
Oh,
somebody.
yep.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Makes for some great image searches.
Barnyard, which my younger sister forced my mom to go and take her to see.
That's the Nickelodeon movie, right?
Yeah, it's the one with the cow that.
Yeah.
It's weird because like he's a cow that has udders, but he's a he.
That's a boy.
So people are like, is this like a transgender icon? We don't know.
I don't know.
Y'all, can we please, when this is done, just go right into watching Little Man? This movie looks fucking hysterical.
Have you never seen it? It's in that era when the
No.
Wayans brothers made a movie every other year, and it was just like
Oh
white
my
chicks,
God.
Little Man. It was just all of that stuff.
The photos are just so good, though.
They're wild. What else came out in 2006, Alex?
Ooh, I'm going through this list. Some of these are movies that I had forgotten about. Dougal. Do you guys remember Dougal?
No, I do not.
Sounds like an Owen
Dougal.
Wilson movie, maybe.
It's like an animated dog movie.
No, I don't not remember Dougal.
Yeah, it's based on, it's like a remake of like a movie from another country. Let's see. What
Starring
else?
Ian McKellen and Bill Nighy.
Oh,
And Kylie Minogue.
Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties.
is that the sequel with Bill Murray?
Yeah, I want to say so. No, Grandma's Boy's on this list, but that movie can't be that bad. What else? Hoot, the owl movie.
What is it?
Hoot.
Is that the Legends of Ga'Hoole?
No, that's the good one.
This is a movie about like the owls that live in holes in the ground, which is very un-owl-like, and basically a bunch of kids have to team up to like prevent the owl's habitat from being bulldozed.
Oh yeah. I think I remember that.
What else? Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector.
Okay.
I'm digging this Moana feel to the music right now.
The Pink Panther, the like Spectre Clouseau movie.
Mm-hmm.
Relevant to this movie, the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause.
Oh, I did see that movie in theaters.
Is that the one with Martin Short?
Jack Frost. Yeah, Martin Short, Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Silent Hill is on this list, but that movie's okay. And what else? Oh, The Wild. Remember this movie? This was Disney being like
Born to Be Wild, is it?
No, this was Disney being like, Madagascar's a big hit. We need to make our response to Madagascar.
Right. The knockoff.
And we're going to make
Madagascar.
the most like forgettable Disney animated movie of all time.
Wait, so Santa's been frozen for at least as long as it takes him to get to Fiji plus party?
Plus party.
Hey.
Clip that out.
I'm coming, Shanta.
My boy's never heard that before.
What?
Yeah, her breath melted the ice. Interesting.
No, his horny
shit.
heart did when he saw her.
His horny heart. Gotcha.
For a second, I was like, that's like that one Metal Gear Solid boss?
But here we go.
Is there even a Metal Gear Solid boss that does that?
Melts
Chad,
the
do you
ice?
remember?
That melts ice?
No, that like has like atomic breath that can like breathe really hard. If that doesn't already exist, Hideo Kojima should invent that next. I know he's not involved in Metal Gear Solid, but he should go back and.
Is it nuclear?
I mean, there's the guy who's bees who kind of like throws bees out of his mouth at you.
Mm-hmm.
The Pain is his name.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was meant to be Santa. I love her voice. It's just, again, for a movie called Elf Bowling, they've bowled like twice. The movie's not about bowling. They went on strike for 2 seconds and then went to Fiji on vacation. I mean, it's good though. The horny lady on the plane was pretty good though, and the penguins are great, so I can't complain too much. There's also a movie about Santa beating the shit out of his brother constantly.
Where'd you get fish?
I
Or
don't
that
know.
pay him get a gold Rolex. Dingle's Funhouse.
Dingle's Funhouse, and the entrance is his mouth.
These elves have been dancing for like 10 hours straight.
It's their curse.
They have to do it. Is this
Or
if
that
this
disease. Wasn't there like a dancing virus a long time ago where like people couldn't stop dancing and they
couldn't
danced
stop
till they
moving their
died?
legs and stuff? Scabs welcome. That's funny because
South
it's about
Sea
The
strength.
dancing
Sweatshop.
plague of 1518.
Man, this movie is terrible. This is like absolutely awful.
I like Dingle in his little cargo shorts though.
He looks so much more happy and youthful here.
Yeah.
Maybe they should consider moving here permanently.
He should just stay forever, yeah.
He dropped the ball and still had fire powers.
Yeah.
Lex
Maybe
is the magic all along.
the magic was inside him all along, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he not get hypnotized?
In
Because he wasn't there. He was outside
yeah,
the door, remember?
In the
But-
God of War comparison we're making,
Okay,
the
here we
orb is
go.
kind of like Mimir when you think about it.
Uh-huh.
Because Mimir also, like, he emits beams. There's like that one thing that you get late in the
Bifrost or
game where he
whatever,
can like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, kind of. It's more like the head of Helios. When you rip
Yeah.
off Helios,
Do we want to spoil God of War? I mean, I guess at this point, if you're this late into this elf bowling movie commentary, I
You should
suppose it's
expect
fine
it.
if we spoil the God of War Ragnarok DLC, if that's okay.
I mean, Helios is from other God of War games too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who's listening to this, if they listen to this at all, is a patron, which limits our audience very, very, very much. And then also, it's coming out 2 weeks after the DLC
Yeah.
launched anyway.
Yeah. So spoilers ahead for Valhalla DLC in this elf bowling commentary.
Yeah.
Go for it, Alex.
What I was going to say is I'm enjoying the DLC. I thought it was a bit of a missed opportunity that when you get Helios's head, the game doesn't give you a trophy if you use that one Mimir ability where he shoots beams out of his mouth. Because I was like, that would be a great opportunity to like give you a trophy that's like, oh, hey, this is a callback to how you used Helios's head in God of War 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Missed opportunity, but other than that, I am enjoying that DLC a lot. It'll definitely the Pody Goaty podcast we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks is going to be very interesting. I'll say that
A couple of
much.
days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this weekend. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
In real time.
it's
For
4 days
patrons,
from now.
It's coming out
Oh shit.
tomorrow or whatever. Who knows?
Actually,
Again, nothing musical
people
number.
will be listening to this after they've seen the Pody Goaty,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
You guys know what happened. Wasn't it wild? I don't like this dude's skin. You see like all the weird like markings on his
Okay,
skin?
okay. Come on.
No.
We're not being racist here.
I can't be racist. Let's relax. No, I think it's that weird like wannabe claymation, but he's fully nude, so it looks really weird on his
Oh
whole
shit,
body.
the Force.
Oh,
Oh, he's got it.
he's using telekinesis, the other Bioshock plasmid. He ran out of
Adam?
Eve.
Eve? That's what it is. So the elf had magical powers all along. Still confused what that's to do with bowling, but here we are. You know what I would love? I would love to be a writer. And they're just like, here's an IP that has nothing to it, make a fucking story. And I'm like, what garbage do I have sitting on the floor that I can just make into a movie? Because that's what this is. They're like,
Yep.
make an elf bowling movie. That means nothing to me. I guess a story about Christmas magic and an elf getting power. Sure, sounds good.
I mean, this was Uwe Boll's whole MO back in the day, is he'd take these properties that nobody cared about, like Blood Rain or Dungeon Siege and all these other things, and be like, what can I make on the cheap that has little to nothing to do with these?
The Blood Rain movie is all in, like, medieval times, like, completely. Like, "Okay, alright." I like how this dude has a nagging wife that he met a day ago on a plane.
Right. She's obviously using him, though. You can tell from
Yeah.
her boobs and her personality.
Boobs and her pearls, she's a user, yeah.
Yeah. Boobs and the pearls, pearls. Boots with the pearl.
Oh, they did the exact same eyeglass. Him and Santa both do.
Yeah, it's probably like grandpa got it for them both the same
Mm.
Christmas, and they just held on to it.
You gotta I see people don't remember the lore that Santa has a brother who was also a pirate. You gotta keep that in
Right, right,
mind.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right. What do you think
It's the
their
same
father
dad.
was?
Blackbeard was the father. Oh, making Eastern Island head guys come alive with sunglasses on.
Awesome dingleness.
I just like this movie goes places. That's all I'm saying. It's Alex, how did you find this? That's the real question. Legitimately, how did
Yeah,
you find this movie?
I mean, it was this thing where I went on the Wikipedia article for video game movies because what's funny about video game movies, right, is everybody speaks of it as like this thing that's only really kind of like risen in popularity very recently. That, we had a few misfires in the 90s, like the Mario Bros. Movie or Double Dragon, but it's really only within the past 5 or so years that it's really picked up. The
Mhm.
reality is there have been like over 100 video game movies at this
Yeah, yeah.
point. And there are all sorts of weird conditionals to that. Like obviously there's a lot of like, animated movies. Like you got your Pokemons, for example, which are literally like probably a fifth of all the video game movies combined.
Mm.
Um, but there are a lot of them. And so I was like trying to scroll through the article to be like, what's like a weird video game movie that nobody talks about that we can do a commentary on? Because I didn't want to just do a commentary on like the Mario Bros. Movie
Yeah.
or again Double Dragon, any of these classics that I feel like much has already been said about them. I don't feel like we'll necessarily have a lot to bring to the table that hasn't already been said. And then I saw this movie and it was like, I think that's the one. And coincidentally, in the previous piece of content that we made for Patreon, there was a brief part of that where we talked about like the worst rated game of all time on Metacritic.
Yeah.
And I was like, this, like, I like the continuity here of tying into that little segment on that episode. So
Well,
yeah,
connected universe.
yeah, the Respawn Aim Fire connected universe.
Look at his little fucking Ericsson slide phone. Fucking love that shit.
Now, it is worth pointing out this movie isn't completely unknown. I want to say that the Nostalgia Critic did a like video teardown something or other on this at some point in the past, which is a little bit weird because I feel like Nostalgia Critic typically isn't he more known for like 80s and 90s movies.
What
Anyways,
isn't the Nostalgia Critic known for movies that are known? Or
yeah.
is it only things that people have never heard of before, like
Yeah, I
Elf
don't know.
Bowling?
Sounds like you're selling out a little bit, Nostalgia Critic, doing Elf Bowling the movie.
He's still a pirate. 2,000 years later, he's saying it's still a pirate.
Yep. People never change.
Yeah. Smoking.
Oh, chick flick and smoking babes. 2006.
I like how this statue who has been sentient for 10 minutes knows about chick flips and smoking babes.
Look at how realistic his mouth is.
Yeah, why does he have like a tongue and shit? That's weird. He's a statue.
Also, he's a statue. Why does he have tears?
Also, 35 minutes till Christmas. That's interesting information to know. Santa has not
Mhm.
prepared for at all. And he's in Fiji right now, which I guess is the start of the close to the start of the what is it? The international date line. So I guess it's good to be on that side.
If I've learned anything from Christmas movies, is that it doesn't really take a lot to make all the shit everyone wants every year,
Yeah.
because there's always some disaster or strike or something where the Santa's workshop is not working. The elves have gone missing. Santa's gone. Whatever. And they all pull it together at the last minute anyway.
Yeah. Like you legit might as well only work like the week before Christmas because nothing else really matters.
Right? I think it's a reflection on the video game industry and crunch culture.
Yeah, it's a scathing critique.
This movie was thinking way ahead, you know. TiVo joke. Let's go, guys.
Is TiVo still around?
No, absolutely not. I'm sure that it exists as a company, but I don't know a single person who uses it.
Let's find out. Is TiVo still around?
You know what I'll give them? I know in animation it's very hard to animate hands, so they normally only do 5 fingers in this movie. Heads up.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. TiVo is still around.
Joke's on me.
I don't know what it is.
I'll say, please tell me how that
modern
service
day.
works nowadays.
There's TiVo Edge now.
Oh,
Oh,
I
look
guess
at the fire. It's a sexy lady.
My understanding is that modern day TiVo is basically just like a Roku.
Yeah.
That's basically all it is.
Just like a little
Yeah,
stream.
I mean, their like subtitle for their website is TiVo, best OTA DVRs, cable DVRs, and streaming players. Yeah. So. Oh, they make TVs. You might actually want a TiVo TV someday. TiVo's smart TV platform aims to make a sense of streaming.
Oh. I'm sure they're selling like gangbusters.
Yeah.
This, again, why is there a fire woman in her underwear dancing for a Stonehenge statue?
Why isn't there more in everything
We need
else?
more of that. Honestly, this movie needs to do more of that because I enjoy it.
As bad as this scene is, there are a few secret discords I'm a part of that would appreciate it.
What part? The dancing fire lady or the hypnotized elves? You're in a lot of weird discords, I
Who's to
guess.
say?
Why do all of the elves have some kind of like red and green or white attire, except for that one rapping elf?
Yeah, just the one black elf, actually.
Just the black elf has to have yellow and purple.
Yeah, he's got the Waluigi fit. Oh, wait a minute. So if you reverse the
Oh, if you just turn a
hypnotizing,
spiral backwards.
Yeah, it's reverse psychology.
if they would have said that, that would have been
Nice.
funny. That'd been a good joke. Where the bleep am I?
You literally just said bleep. Where the bleep am I? When you say my underwear is on backwards?
Yeah. This is
This movie's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
this is not a trash fire. There are some funny jokes in here. They're not great, but there's some funny shit. Could you imagine? I assume, because other day I was watching CBS, was watching some college basketball, and they did the thing. They're like, tonight.
Is that
Rudolph
what CBS stands for? College Basketball Service?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on, guys. The
Okay.
Mass Effect Reaper is here. I know, it's just the orb.
But after the game, they were like, tonight on CBS, we're showing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty 1 and Frosty 2, the classic. They cost $10 to play rotation syndicated Christmas movies. Why can't Elf Bowling be a part of that?
Right?
I'm sure it costs nothing to get this
Well,
movie.
It better be on ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas.
See, what's funny about that, Adam, is I have actually heard from credible sources, not to blow up your spot, that those movies actually cost a lot of money to stream. Like the Rankin Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special is apparently like very expensive.
Then why do they play it 100 times every Christmas on
I don't know,
ABC Family?
But to
it
your
gets people
credit,
to watch the ads that come in between the movies.
Maybe.
But to your credit, Adam, I mean, your argument actually makes even more sense now. Like, yeah, they should stream this movie because it's probably way cheaper than the Rankin Bass Rudolph.
Yeah, if you notice, those movies you can't really stream anywhere. You basically have to either buy them on Amazon or iTunes or watch them live with all the ads that they want you to watch.
That's true.
By the way, I want to issue a quick correction. earlier in the movie, I said that this movie fails the Bechdel test,
It
but
wins.
in fact, it actually passes it thanks to
Those
the
two women
scene.
fought each other and didn't talk about a man at all. They just fought each other and then put a strudel in her mouth.
And contrary to what Alex was hinting at earlier, this strudel is actually delicious.
Yeah. They gotta stop with this black elf. Hey, going on.
Oh, shit.
He's too fat.
The Force.
That literally is
Oh my
like the
God.
Star Killer moment where he pulls down the Star Destroyer. That's what the elf is doing right now.
He can't hold on. He's too fat.
Oh no.
There we go. Emperor
Dingle.
Palpatine. Lex is Emperor Palpatining him from the ground.
Yeah. We're both gonna die then.
If you
Sam.
blast me, Dingle, we both fall.
I mean, this is kind of like the high ground moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Star Wars going on. He's gonna challenge him again? Okay, so we're bowling for Christmas for the fate of Christmas again. So even if Santa lost, he could just say, I want a rematch and win again, right? So there's no losing doesn't matter because you can just call for a rematch.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The Super Nintendo sequel.
Get out of my face, you fucking pervert. I like how
Who's
they do this little
watching this?
cutaway. Yeah, so they do cutaway to like the newscaster thing, but who's it for?
All the elves are there live.
It's for us. The movie, the watchers of Elf Bowling the movie.
I only just realized that the black elf is called Rapple.
Yeah, his name's Rapple. Yeah.
I
Rapple
feel
and
bad.
Lex hanging out.
It's spelled Rapple like wrapping paper, though, according to IMDb. Oh, but it's not spelled that on his bin.
It's RAPPLE. Yeah.
Mm.
The Credis. Okay. Look at his strut though. And again, why are we using real elves as the pins instead of just using pins?
Because they nasty. They fucking love it.
This scene made me realize we really did not get a lot of elf bowling in this movie, actually.
I think we got 3 bowling scenes total.
Like, there was a lot. It was very front loaded. There was definitely a lot within like the first 10, 20 minutes, but like not as much as you would think.
See, Fireball, I bet that's a thing from the game. That's a thing from the game, I
Something's
bet.
got a hold of Dingle's ball.
Also, Alex, when we say that there
Look
have
at his
been
butt.
Yeah, right. There have been bowling scenes. There have been 3 people, like 3 singular rolls at bowling pins. Not a match, just singular
Yep.
roll it at pins one time, 3 times. I'm sure there's a bomb bowling ball in elf bowling as well. This is where we're getting all the callbacks to the game. This is where all the
Yeah.
love for the game comes in this scene.
Look at the fucking Easter Island guy wearing sunglasses at night while they're bowling with bombs.
But Santa's so good at bowling, you know he's going to nail it.
Yeah, but he's gonna murder all those elves.
They don't care. They're here for it. They love it, you know?
Oh, shit.
The elves are dead. They really killed him. Oh, wow. Santa lost. That's a twist. Unless something happens at the last.
Oh, that ball exploded. Therefore, something must have been rigged.
Ah, here comes Chief. Instant replay. Interesting. Because they didn't have
4x3,
technology
gross.
in the North Pole, so. By the way, their instant replay is just the exact scene we just watched. It's not from another angle. It's not from a
Right,
hidden
yeah.
camera. It's what we
Yep.
just watched.
It's like the beginning of Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Does it just show the second movie?
Yeah, basically. There's somebody listening to this commentary that will appreciate that callback.
I've never watched. Oh, they're launching the penguins into space. Oh no, they exploded. They're dead. So in the pantheon of villains, it's like Scar, Sauron, Dingle, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right up there with the greats. Ah, there he goes. Whoa, this man's really going into space.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, so random aside as well. I know you guys have seen Guardians 3. So
I
apparently,
have not, but it's okay. You can
okay, well,
spoil.
not a huge thing. Apparently, the way they show what happens to the body in space is like correct. Chad, you'll
It's
remember
like the
that.
freezy freeze, right?
Well, not the freeze, but the thing that happens afterwards to that certain
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
That apparently is what would happen. Because apparently it's the same if you going into space is like going underwater where like the massive pressure change and like that thing that happens like during that time. So it would happen in space as well. So Dingle just had
Mm,
that thing happen to him that happened to Guardians 3.
that's right. That's right.
Because apparently the skin is very made for that to happen. But it happens all at once is what kills you. But it is meant for it to happen. Which I thought was very interesting to learn. Alex, I don't know if my anatomy lesson helped you at all, but that is a thing that is true.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Huh. So the thing that saved Christmas was the chief from Fiji having instant replay.
Yep.
Interesting,
I mean, it kind of
interesting
makes me
twist.
want to visit
Like,
Fiji
y'all,
now.
Yeah.
just get TV. Get TiVo.
Yeah, get a TiVo.
This is just one big TiVo ad.
Oh, look, the Black Elf's here. That's me boy. Is that his son?
I just remembered. You know who? You know it's a video game in which Santa Claus appears. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh my
There's
god.
a whole chapter in that game where they go to Christmas Town, and it's pretty sad because Sora's like, "Oh boy, am I on the list?" And Santa's like, "Well, when you were a child, Riku basically told you that Santa Claus didn't exist, and you stopped believing in me as well. So I don't have shit for you."
Oh, that's kind of fucked up, ain't it? Well, so they go to Christmas Town from Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
Right,
And by the way,
exactly.
movie just ended. Movie's over,
Yeah.
guys. It's just done.
Well, is there a post-credit scene?
Wait, Rex Piano directed this?
Rex Piano, he directed and voiced it.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Multi-talented. I also love that the credits are just these concept art still shots.
Of
They're
Santa
just-
bowling.
Yeah. Interesting. That I will skip forward just a little bit to see if there's a post credits because I doubt there is. But interesting thing you brought us, Alex. I will say that interesting thing.
Yeah.
By the way, there is no post credit scene from what I'm seeing.
Like we said at the beginning of this commentary, we don't know if this will be like an ongoing thing. Maybe we'll be like, oh, that was one and done. Maybe we'll do another. But if this is the only movie commentary we ended up doing, I thought that was perfectly serviceable.
Yeah,
Didn't make me want to tear out my skin.
No, the movie,
Yeah.
here's the thing. The movie's fine. It is a goofy enough kid. Like some of those jokes I thought were really funny. I love those fucking penguins.
Yep.
There's enough there. I mean, it's not great. I wouldn't want to watch that again. I will never do that again. But it's fine. Whatever. Not
You know
mad
what?
at it.
I did fast forward to the end of it, and they do not have the notice that most movies have at the end where no animals were harmed in the making of this movie.
Those penguins are really
Those
good.
penguins really did fucking explode out there.
Wow, that's tough. You hate to see it.
I don't know about you
Oh,
guys.
I'm
I would
just
want to
excited that-
eat. I'd want to eat a penguin. I bet it tastes pretty good.
I've eaten
I don't know.
kangaroo once, and it was pretty good.
I suspect that it's probably very illegal to eat a penguin.
Won't know
Like for the
till you
record,
try.
Peter, don't come after me. I'm not. If I'm breaking international law saying that, it's purely because of my own ignorance, not because I'm trying to be a penguin sex pest or anything.
Why are you fucking the penguins now?
Oh Oh man, I think it kind of depends on which kind of penguin, because like I don't know if desert penguins are endangered or anything like that.
Mhm.
Desert penguins?
Yeah,
Oh,
there are
do you
penguins
mean
in the
like the ones
desert.
that live in like South Africa or whatever?
I'm googling now. There are ones in Peru. There's a whole movie called Penguins in the Desert,
Hmm.
narrated by Eric Wagner,
We can watch that one next.
and it has just penguins walking through the fucking sands. Penguins in the Sahara.
Huh. That's interesting. I did not know. I knew the ones in South Africa that Alex was
Mm.
mentioning because that's from Surf's Up, right? Isn't that what that movie's about? Is a penguin from
Yeah.
South Africa who surfs? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
something like that.
Atacama Desert penguins.
So, Chad, how'd you feel about the movie?
I gotta be honest, like those are some iconic characters that I think are going to make its way into my perpetual Christmas traditions for the rest of time.
Rapple the elf? You love that guy, huh?
Rapple the well, no,
Sandy, he
no.
too fat. He gonna fall.
He's too fat. He can't hold on. He's too fat.
Hold on.
No, the Waluigi Dingle Kringle.
Give
Yeah,
me 1 second.
Dingle's pretty
Pengies,
good.
that's my dude.
Dingle's pretty good.
Give me just a second. I had to scrub back a few seconds in the movie because it got to the part where they show the names of all the songs.
Oh, I forgot this movie's a musical.
I want to read some of the names of these songs. First song, Filthy Toe Song. Song number 2, Elves
right.
Better Be Happy. Song number 3, I Love a Mutiny. Song
Yeah.
4, Seaweed of Fiji. Song 5, Slavery Makes the World Go Round. That is not a
Wow.
joke. That is actually what it's called. And the final song, Firewoman.
Yeah, the Firewoman song's pretty good. You know what? Again, Tom Kenny, amazing performance. Movies all over the place, but I'm with you. I like those penguins. The song, it is a musical. I forgot. There's
Yeah.
6 songs in this movie. That's a musical.
Yeah, I'm gonna add those to
Yeah.
my my Apple Music Christmas playlist
I'm
right
saying,
now.
is that on Spotify? Can we, like put this on a list? What's the deal here?
Catering services, Tico's The Boat Restaurant in Suva, Fiji, Yum Yum Catering, Bad Dogs, Money Tree, Smokehouse, Kahawa, and Dorothy's Kitchen.
What are these the catering? What they catered an animated
They
movie?
catered in Fiji. Do you think they actually went to Fiji to do research for the film and like
They had
made the
to.
film there? That's
That's-
wild.
Talk about a scam. Like, give us $10
Yeah,
million
right?
to make this movie that's going to cost me $100,000.
Yeah, I'm
to
seeing
make.
a lot of like Fiji related things in this credits.
Again, the Fiji Tourism Board paid for the movie. That's why the
There you
back half of the
go.
movie takes place in Fiji.
There
how
you
great this place
go.
is.
And that's why everyone's miserable in the cold north, and then everyone's having such a great time over in Fiji,
Oh.
except when they're enslaved.
Well, yeah,
So-
but slavery does make the world go round, as we learned from that
Right,
song.
right, right.
Yeah,
That's
real quick.
Fiji's like country motto.
This is according to AmericanOceans.org. Penguins are technically okay to eat. Their meat is not toxic to humans, and many other types of birds are hunted for their meat. However, all countries that conducted scientific expeditions in Antarctica signed a treaty in 1959 promising to preserve the population as much as possible. If humans were to eat penguins, they would likely not find the flavor palatable. Penguins exist on a high diet in krill and not much else. Their meat would be very oily and have a fishy flavor.
I mean, I like
So there you go.
fish.
People who like seafood, yeah, they love that fishy. They walk through the fishy, nasty ass smell part of the grocery store, and they're like, "Let's have fish tonight." And I'm like, "Ugh, who eats that?"
A lot of people. Apparently
People
people
who would
from
eat
Fiji
penguins.
and penguins, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Anything else that we want to wrap up before we wrap up the show?
Check out the link in the fucking description. It's a fun time. See how
Yeah.
far you get before you give up.
Yeah, check out the alleged link in the description. And with that, we have arrived at the end of tonight's installment of a special presentation from Respawn and Friends. Remember that this production is part of a series of monthly rotating shows that we do, and that you can enjoy new installments of these kinds of shows a month early if you subscribe to us over on Patreon over at patreon.com/respawnaimfire. We appreciate your support, and we encourage any feedback you might have on how to make these productions even better. Chad, Adam, thank you so much for taking times out of your schedule to do this with me. Is there anything fun that you would want me to plug that you're doing right now? Anything that you're doing that you should ask people to check out?
Anything for you, Chad?
Nope. I'll
Goaty
just say,
goaty.
thanks everyone for supporting us on
Yeah.
patreon.com/respondingfire this year, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday if you're listening to this live. And if you aren't listening to this live, why are you listening to a Christmas movie narration in another month?
Yeah. Merry
What
Christmas.
are you
Happy
doing?
holidays. Have yourselves a jolly old time. And with that, we'd like to thank you once again for tuning in to Respawning Fire. We will see you next time.